Good morning all. Last day portion ഒരു ഗ്രാഫ് ഓഫ് ദ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ എന്നുള്ള പോർഷൻ മിസ്സിംഗ് ആയിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ നോട്ട്സ് തന്നിരുന്നു, വീഡിയോയിൽ തന്നിട്ടില്ലായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അത് ആദ്യം ചെയ്യാം. ഗ്രാഫ് ഓഫ് ദ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ. ഇപ്പോൾ ഗ്രാഫ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ സീക്വൻസ് എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഫ്രം എൻ ടു ആർ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ്റെ ഗ്രാഫിൽ വയ്ക്കുന്ന പോലെ എൻ എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 1 2 3 എക്സെട്ര ആ നമ്പറിന് 1ന് കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് ആയിട്ടൊരു വാല്യൂ കാണും, 2ന് കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് ആയിട്ടൊരു വാല്യൂ കാണും, 3ക്ക് കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു വാല്യൂ കാണും. ആ വാല്യൂസ് എല്ലാം റിയൽ ലൈനിൽ നമ്മൾ എക്സ് ആക്സിസ് എക്സ് ആക്സിസിൽ നാച്ചുറൽ നമ്പേഴ്സ് എടുക്കുക, വൈ ആക്സിസിൽ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടേണ്ട വാല്യൂസ്, സീക്വൻസിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂസ്, അങ്ങനെയാണ് അത് പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ഇനി രണ്ട് പ്രോബ്ലം നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. ഈ പ്രോബ്ലത്തിൽ draw the graph of n by n plus 1 when n equal to 1. The value of f of n is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 is equal to 0.5, 1 by 2 which is equal to 0.5. When n equals to 2 by 2 plus 1 which is equal to 2 by 3 is equal to 0.67. When n equals 3, 3 by 3 plus 1, 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. When n equals 4, when n equal to 4, 4 by 4 plus 1 is equal to 4 by 5 is equal to 0.8. Now we can draw this graph. So 1 2 3 4, here values, this will be 0.5 and let's take this is 1. So when 1 is equal to, the value is 0.5, 2 is equal to 0.67, just above that. When n equals 3, 0.75, above that. When n equal to 4, this value is 0.8, something small, little bit greater than this value, not. When n equals 4, this is the graph of n by n plus 1, graph of the sequence n by n plus 1, and next 5 it will be something small but something greater than 0.5 or 0.8 but less than 1. So this sequence is converges to 1. Next problem, g of n equal to minus 1 raised to n. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ഇതിൻ്റെ ടാബുലർ ഡാറ്റ. when n equal to 1, minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1. When n equals 2, the value is minus 1 all square 1. When n equals 3, minus 1. When n equals 4, 1, 5, minus 1, 6, 1 and so on. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇനി അതിൻ്റെ ഗ്രാഫ് വരയ്ക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു സൈഡിൽ n വരയ്ക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ this will be രണ്ട് വാല്യൂസ് ആണുള്ളത്, മൈനസ് 1ഉം 1ഉം. So when x equal to 1, the value is minus 1. When x equals 2, value is 1. When x equals 3, the value is minus 1. When x equals 4, value is 1. So this will be the graph. Next portion is limit of a sequence. We know that the sequence is a function from n to r. So the sequence has a limit, it's a function, we can find the limit of that sequence. A sequence has limit, then if sequence an has limit l, then we could write limit n tends to infinity n is equal to l, or otherwise we said that the sequence is diverges, sequence diverges. Formally the definition of limit is a sequence n converges and has the limit l, written as limit n tends to infinity n equal to l if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists a positive integer n such that modulus of an minus l less than epsilon whenever n greater than n. ഒരു കുറച്ച് സീക്വൻസ് ആദ്യത്തെ നമ്പറിലൊന്നും അത് കൺവേർജ് ആവണമെന്നില്ല, ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ വാല്യൂ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് സീക്വൻസിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ വിൽ കൺവേർജസ് ടു എ ഫൈനൈറ്റ് നമ്പർ. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ സീക്വൻസിൻ്റെ എ എൻ വാല്യൂ ലിമിറ്റ് എടുത്തു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി ഒരു ലിമിറ്റ് എൻ ടെൻസ് ടു ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി എ എന്നിന് ഒരു ഫൈനൈറ്റ് വാല്യൂ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം. അതാണ് it's a called sequence. Now first theorem is if limit x tends to infinity f of x equal to L and an is a sequence defined by n equal to f of n where n is a positive integer, then limit n tends to infinity an is equal to L. അപ്പോൾ എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സിൻ്റെ ലിമിറ്റ് എല്ലും എ എന് നമുക്ക് എഫ് ഓഫ് എൻ എന്നുള്ള ഫോമിൽ എഴുതാമെങ്കിൽ എഫ് ഓഫ് എന്നിൻ്റെ ലിമിറ്റ് തന്നെയായിരിക്കും എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സിൻ്റെ ലിമിറ്റ് തന്നെയായിരിക്കും എഫ് ഓഫ് എന്നിനും വരിക. ലിമിറ്റ് എൻ ടെൻസ് ടു ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി എൻ ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു എൽ. അതാണ് തിയറം. നൗ ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രോബ്ലം ഈസ് ഫൈൻഡ് ലിമിറ്റ് ആർ ടെൻസ് ടു ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി 1 by n raised to r if r greater than 0. First problem is find the limit n tends to infinity 1 by n raised to r when r greater than 0. Here an is equal to 1 by n raised to r. Let choose f of x equal to 1 by x raised to r. So limit x tends to infinity f of x is equal to limit x tends to infinity 1 by x raised to r, which is equal to 0. Therefore by our theorem limit n tends to infinity 1 by n raised to r is equal to 0 using the theorem. Converse of the above theorem is not true. We know that sin n pi, if we draw the graph, for the graph sin n pi, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Sin 1 pi, sin pi is equal to 0, sin 2 pi equal to 0, sin 3 pi equal to 0. So this will be, every term will be 0. But for the sequence sin n pi equal to 0, but for the function f of x equal to sin nx, sin x pi. So limit x tends to infinity f of x equal to limit x tends to infinity sin x pi. This value is this limit does not exist since sin value does not exist. So converse of the theorem does not true. For sequence sin n pi the limit is there 0. Sequence sin n pi is all values will be 0. So limit of sin n by sequence n pi equal to 0, but the function sin x pi does not have a limit. If we draw the function graph, this will be 0, 1, 2. Sin, this will be something sin pi. Sin pi is 0, sin value is 0. Here 0. So this will be something like that. Sin x sin this will be x value. This will be sin f of x graph, but the function graph is distinct points and the points does not converges to and the point converges to 0. Next, limit laws for sequences. Suppose that limit n tends to infinity equal to L and limit n tends to infinity Bn is equal to M and C be a constant. Then their sum limit n their constant product limit n tends to infinity Can is equal to Cl. And next one, limit n tends to infinity n plus or minus Bn is equal to L plus or minus M. Limit n tends to infinity product An Bn is equal to L into M. Limit n tends to infinity An by Bn is equal to L by M provided denominators Bn not equal to 0, M not equal to 0. Fifth one, limit n tends to infinity An raised to P is equal to limit L raised to P, where provided an greater than 0 and p greater than 0. ഇനി ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം ഉണ്ട്. Determine whether the sequence converges or diverges. For that we have to evaluate the limit. So that if that limit is a finite quantity, then the limit value is a finite quantity, then the sequence converges. First problem is determine whether sequence n by n plus 1 is convergent. So for that we have to find the limit of n tends to infinity n by n plus 1. If we give infinity to numerator, it will be infinity by infinity form. That we cannot take in that way, so we can take out n. So rule 4 of limits is does not cannot imply here, so we can take out n from numerator, so this will be 1. So here we take this will be 1 plus 1 by n. Now this n can cancels, so 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. Now when we substitute infinity, numerator will be 1, denominator is 1 plus 1 by infinity is 0, which is equal to the value is 1. So the function has so the sequence n by n plus 1 has is converges to 1. Since this has a finite limit, this n by n plus 1 converges to 1. Next sequence is minus 1 raised to n. Here if we take limit, the value is which is equal to if we write in the sequence format, this discrete format, this minus 1 raised to, this is minus 1 1 minus 1 1 etc. Therefore the sequence oscillates between 1 and minus 1. So therefore we will not get an n such that modulus of an minus, we cannot get a limit L such that for all is less than epsilon for all n greater than m. We cannot find a limit L such that modulus of an minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than m. Therefore sequence minus 1 raised to m does not converges. Here we have to evaluate the limit n tends to infinity ln n by n. So the sequence is ln n by n. So if we substitute both numerator and infinity, value will be infinity by infinity. So we can take f of x as, let f of x equal to ln x by x and evaluate limit x tends to infinity ln x by x, which is equal to limit, again this problem is there, infinity by infinity, so we could use L'Hopital's rule. That is we have to take the derivative of numerator and denominator and apply the limit. So derivative of ln x is 1 by x, derivative of x is 1. Now if we apply the limit, this value is numerator, the value is 0, 1 by infinity 0, denominator 1, so the value is 0. Therefore limit n tends to infinity ln n by n is equal to 0 using theorem 1 that we have studied first. In exam you should write the statement of theorem. Here theorem 1 is enough. Next problem is limit n tends to infinity e raised to n by n square. If we substitute infinity here, e raised to infinity by infinity is that, so we couldn't use the theorem. So the an is en by n square. So we can take f of x is equal to e raised to x by x square and evaluate. Limit x tends to infinity f of x, which is equal to limit x tends to infinity e raised to x by x square. So the value is e raised to infinity by, we can substitute, we can use the L'Hopital's rule. So the value is limit x tends to infinity, again derivative is e raised to x, here it is 2x. So using L'Hopital's rules, taking the derivative of numerator, again this is limit x tends to infinity, derivative of e raised to x is x divided by 2 using L'Hopital's rule. Again we use L'Hopital's rule. So the value is infinity, e raised to infinity is infinity by 2, which is equal to infinity. Therefore using theorem 1, limit n tends to infinity e raised to n by n square is equal to infinity. So the sequence is not convergent, or the sequence is, therefore the sequence does not converge.